Hello, welcome to Should I Buy This Game featuring Superstore 3000. My name is Christine, and in this video I'll give you an overview of how the game is played and then share a few things I might like or dislike about the game to help you decide if you want to add Superstore 3000 to your collection. This is the game Superstore 3000, and in this game we are building a mall of the future. And what I really love about this game is that the future looks bright and happy and we're shopping, whereas many games of the future are dark and gritty and war-torn. We start down here with the entrance to our mall and 3 guests. So these guests want to go to a bookstore, get a haircut, and do some shopping. We have $3 we start with, and we start with our own little disco. And to do the disco, I need to have 4 happy customers in a column before I can place out my disco. This just helps you see which floor you are on when you are building your mall. Up here we have a bunch of different guests. They're all different and cute. It's fun to see them and when you're getting them to add to your mall. This is where we're picking our tiles from. The first tile is free. If you want the second row, it's $1, $2, and $3. Here, once you have one of every color in your mall, you're able to get one of these tiles. And what it does is it will get you a bonus point of whichever color you choose. However happy guests you have in that color in this column, wherever you place this, you'll get a point, plus it's worth 2 points. Once you have 2 of every color, you can get one of these. And your choice is you can get a tile that has a guest that you can place on any of those colors, and it's worth 2 points, or a tile with no guests worth 3 points. And there's one down here also where it's just worth 3 points. These balloons are used at the end of the game. Whoever has the most yellows gets this one, greens, blues, etc. And these are specialty pieces. There's a bunch. You pick 2 pink cards and 3 purple cards at the beginning of the game. And this one is based on having $7. This is having 2 entrances without any guests. This is having 5 happy customers in yellow. This is 3 happy guests in blue, green, and yellow. And this is having 1 happy guest on yellow, but it needs to be on the 10th floor or higher. Then you get the corresponding piece. It is worth the amount of points, but it also really adds a really cool aspect to your mall. So to start the game, we're going to be taking a tile. Now this guest here wants to go shopping. And when I come up here, I see there is a shopping token for free right there. So I would take this token and I would place it on top of my entrance. Now you cannot place it half off. It has to be fully secured by the mall. And because it's the shopping symbol, I can move that guest into shopping and she is happy. Now you can move up to 3 tiles. Once the area you need is more than 3 tiles away, then you can no longer move that guest and they will stay unsatisfied. And you're trying to satisfy as many guests as you can. So once you've done your turn, you will slide this down and just replace it with a new one. And then your opponent will go and maybe they'll take this tile. I'll just put that over there and I will replace it. So now it is our turn again. There's some good tiles coming up, but I think maybe I am going to take this tile, and this is another entrance. So because I still want to have these 2 people able to go, there's 3 spots, I am going to put this entrance on top here. You just take 2 new guests and you put them in, and now I'll be looking for a dress and a theater symbol to move them into their respective places. So we come back up here, we replace it. So then maybe the other player takes this one. And now there is a haircut place, which I needed. So I waited for that one, I got it. I come down here, and now I'm able to move my haircut person into an area. So we come here, we replace it. So maybe the other person takes the theater, even though I had my eye on that theater, but they got it before me. But now I want the book, and the book is on the second area. So I had started with some money, so it cost me 1. So I would put 1 here. I would take the book, and I would put it here. And now my person can still get to it because it's still 2 away. Now also you'll see here, now I have 1 of every color, which means I can come here and take 1 of these. And it's so at this point, you don't fully know what you're going to do. I'm just looking, and I know will be needing a green and a blue. So maybe I'll just take the green one. I'll come here and I'm going to move this because I have this entrance there. So I'm going to put it here. So then any green column with the satisfied customer in this row will earn me a point. And this is how we're going to be working our way up. So I'm going to do a few more plays and then we'll come back to see some new steps. Now you can also use these tiles as money and for collecting money. So here we have a green and there's no other green in the column. So this one currently would be worth $1, and you would just take this tile, flip it over, and use it as money. However, on this side here, the bottom one is red and there are 2 other reds. So in this case, it is worth $3. So what you would do is you would take the first red tile, flip it over, and the other $2 from the little bank here. Now, if there wasn't $2 in this bank, you wouldn't be able to get $3. So you're looking to see when money's there, when there's a lot of the same color in a column, and that is when you pounce to get the money, and then you would just put it in your play area. So I now have 2 of each of the colors, so I'm allowed to get my other little bonus tile here. So maybe I'll take the yellow one and place it on this side. I get to throw a guest in there and they get to go to any yellow area that I happen to add to the mall. The other thing is I have satisfied here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 in a column. So I satisfied this goal so I can add my disco. And if I was to add my disco here, it's double-sided. And you'll see there's like little markings. I now have another row I can build up in my mall, which could be beneficial. And now that is worth 6 points. So these are different ways you can keep adding to your mall. So I'm going to still build it up to see if I can get 1 of the bonus pieces. So I have emptied 2 of my entrances, which satisfies this card here, which allows me to add the bowling alley. And so maybe I would put it here just because I'm trying to build up and have more height to my mall so I can get some of the other bonuses. Now I've been building up my mall, and so I now have 3 yellow, 3 blue, and 3 green satisfied customers. So I am able to add the aquarium. And this is a nice tall piece, so I could put it here. And now I'm suddenly over like that 11 stories tall. So I could probably on my next move, once I place a yellow, if I was to place a yellow here, I could then get this one. But of course you're playing with people. So they're also collecting these. It doesn't mean you're going to get every single one. But I'm just trying to show you how you collect some of these bonus pieces and how they add different elements to your mall. The other thing you're trying to do is have the most colors sort of together, because that's how you're going to get these balloons. Whoever has the most green that are connected, they can be connected either way. As long as they're connected, will score the 4 points. You don't actually score points for the pieces you have, just whoever has the most. So there's not a lot of points to be had in this game. But generally, that is how you would play Superstore 3000. It's just a really fun building up a mall, trying to satisfy your guests, and all the components are super cute. So the game would end when you run out of these tiles or run out of the specialty pieces. And I just ended it here just for the sake of the video. And then when it comes to scoring, for the first thing you do is any customer that you weren't able to satisfy, you would remove from your board. The first thing you would do is add up all your satisfied customers. Whoever has the most satisfied customers would get the rainbow balloon. Then you do the same for each of the colors, and whoever has the most of the colors touching would win that balloon. So maybe I would win the green balloon. The reds we don't count, and the yellow and the blue, I only had 2. You also score for your base, so I would get 2 points here, and this would be 2 plus I had 4 satisfied customers, so that would be 6 points. And then you would score for your specialty pieces. So I had 6, I had 4, and I had 18. So as you can see, it's not a really big scoring game, but still it's a lot of fun. Overall, we've really enjoyed playing Superstore 3000. We really like the theme, the art, all the people, the specialty pieces. This is a lightweight strategy game. And it doesn't take that long to play. Gemma and I played a couple games back to back and really enjoyed playing. When it comes to things we dislike, the only thing really would be with the scoring, because unless you have the most of a color, you're not getting any points. You can have 15 happy guests, but if your other opponent has 16, you're not getting any points. And so I just wish that you would gain points based on what you did and not necessarily compared to what others did. When you're playing with 3 or 4 players, there are more balloons and more points to be had, but still it's only a couple people actually get the points. So that would be the biggest thing we may dislike about the game. But otherwise, if you're looking for a cute, fun tile placement game and you like the idea of a happy future and not a dark, gritty, war-torn future, you might want to check out Superstore 3000. And let me know in the comments if you've played this game and what you think of it.